This is a prime example, man, of good people being taken away from their families for no reason, man. My brother ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody.
Robert Howard had a smile that could light up a room. He was known for his humble spirit and also known to handle his business. He loved his 3 children dearly and was a great father and provider. He loved his family and was always the voice of reason. They would always come to him for good, sound advice. Outside of helping others, you'll find Robert relaxing and listening to music. Robert was preparing to celebrate his 31st birthday. Unfortunately, that day would never come. Events would take place on January the 10th, 2021 that would change the lives of Robert family, and Robert friends forever.
Investigators say a woman reported her boyfriend, Robert Howard, missing last Wednesday. The 30-year-old had not been seen since the day before. The girlfriend says she used an app to track Howard's phone to Lamar and Shelby Drive. She found the phone on the side of the road, but no sign of her boyfriend. The police department issued a City Watch alert for Howard on Friday. At the same time, investigators zeroed in on one of their own, 29-year-old MPD officer Patric Ferguson, who joined the force in 2018. Investigators say Ferguson confessed to shooting and killing Howard. Investigators have not said what the motive was, but say Ferguson and Howard knew each other. Detectives say Ferguson confessed to kidnapping Howard outside his home in Fraser, forcing him into the back of his patrol car, then driving to Fraser Boulevard and Denver Street, where they say he shot and killed Howard and dumped the body nearby. They say he returned to that location with a friend, 28-year-old Joshua Rogers. Detectives say Ferguson and Rogers moved Howard's body to Rogers' home before wrapping the body and moving it again to another location. Investigators say Ferguson's search history in his cell phone revealed multiple incriminating internet searches related to cleaning up crime scenes and how to destroy DNA evidence. Investigators say they also uncovered evidence showing Ferguson buying cinder blocks, chains, and padlocks at a hardware store. Detectives say they also obtained surveillance video capturing Ferguson shooting Howard while on duty. Both men are expected to face a judge on Monday.
You guys, here we have a Memphis police officer by the name of Patric Ferguson that was on duty in uniform that pulled up to Joshua Rogers' house with a dead body in the back seat of his car, and he drops the body off, telling him to hold his body until he gets off work. The body sits at Joshua Rogers' house for a couple days. Joshua is now stating he was in fear of his life and has made several Facebook posts. We're gonna go ahead, let's get into this next video.
It's a disturbing crime that has now captured a national audience. A man who took an oath to protect and serve, accused of breaking the law. But when dissecting the timeline of the days of the crime, you can't do it without 27-year-old Joshua Rogers' accused involvement. According to police, Patric Ferguson recruited Rogers after Ferguson shot and killed Robert Howard. He admitted to police he assisted Ferguson in moving the body twice, from the first location to his home, then to another location. He then took the vehicle used in the crime to transport the victim and sold his car at a scrapyard. He's facing abuse of a corpse charges, accessory after the fact, and tampering with and fabricating evidence. Since his arrest, Rogers posted $25,000 bail and took to Facebook to announce his freedom. He gave short details about his occurrence of what happened. He said, quote, "All I can say about the case was that it was a life or death situation for me, and I had to do what I had to do to survive and make it out alive." He then went on to say he would never do anything, quote, dumb, saying he's working to get a lawyer and will be doing his best to clear his name. He said he's broken up about all of it and asked for prayers and donations. We tried reaching Rogers at the address listed for him, but no answer. We tried messaging him to further detail his post, no answer either. To learn more about his criminal history, we searched his background through the Shelby County jail system. All we found were disposed traffic tickets, no violent crimes.
This is a prime example, man, of good people being taken away from their families for no reason, man. My brother ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody.
Cortez Howard says he is still trying to process the death of his big brother, 30-year-old Robert Howard.
This hit me hard because, like I say, I never could see me, burying my brother.
Memphis police say Howard was kidnapped from his home on Mark Twain Street and killed by their very own 29-year-old Patric Ferguson, who was on duty when they say he committed the crime. Robert's body was later found Sunday morning in the area of 2nd Street and the Wolf River Bridge. Cortez says family believes Ferguson killed his brother over a woman. He says his brother was currently dating a woman who used to be in a relationship with that officer.
I would never think a police officer would kill my brother over something, over just a little thing, but a female.
Cortez says Robert, who was originally from Osceola, Arkansas, was a father of 3 who loved music and helping others whenever needed.
Never had a bad spirit. He never hung around no drama, no nothing.
Cortez says their family is at a loss for words, but he leaves this message for the Memphis Police Department.
Better your staff, man. Better your people that you hire, man, because every good person, man, that you hire ain't out here to serve and protect us, man. You don't know what vengeance they have against us, man.
A federal grand jury in Memphis, Tennessee returned an 8-count indictment today charging former Memphis police officer Patric Ferguson with federal civil rights, kidnapping, and weapons offenses in connection with the fatal shooting of a victim identified as RH. The indictment also charges Ferguson and a civilian, Joshua Rogers, with federal offenses for conspiring to cover up the fatal shooting and destroying evidence of the crimes. The indictment further charges Rogers with accessory after the fact for helping Ferguson cover up his crimes. The indictment alleges that on or about January the 5th, 2021, Ferguson, while on duty as a Memphis Police Department officer, kidnapped and shot RH in the head, resulting in RH's death. Ferguson then allegedly conspired with Rogers to cover up the fatal shooting by disposing of RH's body in the Wolf River in Memphis. The indictment further alleges that Rogers disposed of the car used to transport RH's body by selling the car at a scrap metal dealership. Assistant Attorney General Christian Clark of the Justice Department Civil Rights Division made the announcement today.
Patric Ferguson is accused of kidnapping Robert Howard in January of 2021. Investigators say Ferguson, who was on duty and in uniform at the time, then shot and killed Howard in the back of his Memphis police patrol car before dumping his body. Attorneys for Ferguson told the judge Ferguson had been out on bond in his state murder case for a year with an ankle monitor and has shown up to every court date. They said despite the seriousness of the allegations, it was an isolated incident, so Ferguson is not a danger to the public. The prosecutor said the evidence, including video of Ferguson shooting Howard, speaks for itself. He also said there were extensive Google searches from Ferguson's phone in the days before the murder about different murder methods and also how to dispose of a body. He said Ferguson also admitted to the crimes.
Hello, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Karen Classified. I hope you guys comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I also hope that you leave your comments down in the section below. You guys, here we have a situation. It's a case in regards to a Memphis police officer by the name of Patric Ferguson. And Patric Ferguson took the life of Robert Howard. And after he took his life, he went to his friend's house, which is Joshua Rogers, to assist him with disposing of the body. Unfortunately, Robert lost his life and may not have seen it coming. Patric Ferguson was on duty and decided to go to Robert's house, and outside of his home, he took him. And when he took him, he took his life as well. Now, officers are held to a high standard. They're supposed to be protecting and serving the community. And Patric was upset that Robert was dating Patric's ex. And what's sad to me is that this incident occurred in January of 2021. Patric's certification and license was not even taken until August of 2023. I'm not understanding. if this was on video, his license should have been stripped. To me, in my opinion, it should have been stripped immediately. And when he was arrested, he should have been arrested without a bond. This man has been released for over a year, and his attorney argument is that this is an isolated incident. Well, Patric admitted to what he did. He confessed to everything that he's done, but now he's stating that, oh no, I'm pleading not guilty. So he done went to a confession, to pleading guilty, to stating no, I'm not guilty. It's as if I'm not gonna make this easy for you guys. If you want to prosecute me, if you want to get me, you're gonna have to go through the motions. So that's why I am happy that the federal government has pushed the envelope. And it is my belief that this is why the ball is going to be rolling in regards to this case, because of the federal charges, because the state don't seem to have any urgency to give Robert Howard family the justice that they deserve. Now you have the accomplice, which is Joshua Rogers, stating that his life was at stake. He was in a life or death situation. That's why he participated. They looked up his background, and the only thing he had were traffic tickets. I don't know, you guys. This is just an overall sad situation. In my opinion, I do believe that this officer not only made threats to the girlfriend, but potentially to Robert, or about Robert to the girlfriend. And when you have these ex that just seem to be unhinged and out of control, it's, to me, your responsibility to make a police report, especially if they're threatening the life of someone else. Now, you choose what you make with your own life, but if someone is threatening the life of someone else, it's your responsibility for you to inform them as to what is going on. And that's just my personal opinion. You guys, when you're dating these people, whether you're a woman or a man, vet them out, watch them. Because, in my opinion, a person can only fake being who they're not for so long before the true them comes seeping out. Overall, this is a very sad situation. This happened in 2021. We're in 2024, and the officer is out on bail with a monitor, able to move around how in whatever way he chooses. And this young man has lost his life, couldn't even see his 31st birthday. You guys, I would like to know your opinions. Please leave your comments down within the section below so we can get the conversation going. Again, I thank you all so much for tuning in to Karen Classified. I hope you guys comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. And until the next video, you guys, I hope everyone stays safe and take care.